Imagine that the secret to living longer, moving without pain, and maintaining a strong body after 60 wasn't in doing more, but in doing less. Yes, less movement, less impact, less wear. What if the key wasn't running, jumping, or lifting weights, but staying completely still? It sounds absurd, but science backs it. Isometric exercises, those positions where your body doesn't move but works harder than ever, are proving to be one of the most powerful, safe, and accessible ways to restore strength, stability, posture, and joint health, even if you haven't trained in years. In this video, I'm going to reveal the 5 scientifically proven isometric positions that can rejuvenate your body from the inside, activate more than 200 muscles at once, and strengthen your bones and joints without impact, without pain, and without risk. Positions that can restore your confidence when walking, reduce common pains, and protect your knees, your back, and your spine. And the most surprising part, one of them, according to Harvard, predicts your life expectancy because it directly reflects the quality of your muscles and your cardiovascular health. If you've ever felt that age is taking away your strength or mobility, get ready, because perhaps your body just needed you to stop moving so it could wake up again. Exercise 1. Wall isometric squat. The wall isometric squat is one of the most effective, safe, and scientifically supported exercises to strengthen the legs, protect the knees, and rejuvenate the joints, especially in people over 60. Its power lies in something many overlook. By holding a static position with the knees at an angle close to 90 degrees, the major lower body muscles, quadriceps, glutes, hamstrings, and stabilizing muscles, enter a state of constant tension, forcing them to recruit more muscle fibers without generating joint impact. Studies conducted in the Journal of Sports Sciences have shown that this type of sustained contraction significantly improves muscular endurance, increases blood flow to the cartilage, and stimulates the production of synovial fluid, essential for knee lubrication. This means that the wall squat not only strengthens but also regenerates tissues and improves joint mobility, something crucial when natural aging begins to reduce movement quality. Additionally, research from the University of Waterloo shows that isometric leg exercises can reduce blood pressure, improve postural stability, and increase functional capacity in older adults, making this posture an indispensable tool for those who feel pain when walking, climbing stairs, or simply standing up from a chair. But the real magic of the wall isometric squat happens when it's practiced consistently. Holding this position for 30 to 60 seconds deeply activates more than 40 muscles of the lower body and the core, which not only improves strength but also balance, proprioception, and the body's ability to prevent falls, one of the greatest health risks after age 60. Studies published in Age and Aging have shown that isometric leg strengthening increases stability in older adults by up to 30%, reducing the risk of trips and injuries. Since it does not require movement, the wall squat eliminates impact on cartilage, tendons, and menisci, making it an ideal exercise for those with arthritis, cartilage wear, muscle weakness, or knee instability. Additionally, by activating the quadriceps, the largest and one of the most important muscles for human mobility, it helps improve everyday actions such as walking, standing up, maintaining balance, or climbing stairs without pain. It has even been proven that this kind of sustained contraction improves bone density in the legs, a fundamental benefit for preventing osteoporosis after 60. That's why this exercise is not just a posture, it is a functional longevity intervention, a simple yet powerful method to rebuild strength, restore independence, and increase quality of life, even in people who have spent years with physical limitations. If you're looking for a safe, accessible, and highly effective exercise for your knees, your legs, and your mobility, the wall isometric squat is, without a doubt, the perfect starting point. Exercise 2. Passive hang. The passive hang is much more than an exercise to strengthen hands and forearms. It is a scientific tool for longevity assessment, a natural method to decompress the spine, and one of the most effective ways to improve upper body joint health without dynamic effort or impact. Numerous studies, including research published by the University of Glasgow and the Journal of Gerontology, have shown that grip strength is one of the most accurate indicators of survival in older adults. In fact, weak hand strength is associated with a higher risk of all-cause mortality, generalized weakness, cognitive decline, and lower quality of life. Why? Because grip not only reflects how strong the hand is, but also the overall health of the musculoskeletal system, bone density, neuromuscular integrity, and general functional capacity. The passive hang improves exactly that. By suspending the body from a bar, the muscles of the fingers, hands, forearms, and shoulders enter a sustained contraction that increases grip strength, activates the deep shoulder musculature, and stimulates scapular stability, essential for preventing injuries and improving posture. Additionally, this exercise is a natural way to decompress the spine. Gravity gently separates the intervertebral discs, relieving the pressure that causes lower back pain, upper back tension, and limited movement with age. Studies in human biomechanics confirm that this decompression improves disc hydration, slows intervertebral wear, and can reduce symptoms associated with nerve compression, such as numbness, weakness, or radiating pain. What is fascinating about the passive hang is that its benefits are not limited to the spine or the hands. This exercise literally rejuvenates the functioning of the upper body, improves shoulder mobility, strengthens the scapular stabilizing muscles, and corrects postural problems created by years of sedentarism, using a cell phone, or spending hours in front of a screen. According to research from the British Journal of Sports Medicine, suspending the body regularly can improve spinal alignment, strengthen the shoulder joint capsule, and increase the range of motion, crucial elements for preventing injuries such as frozen shoulder or rotator cuff tendinitis, which are so common after age 50. At the same time, hanging stimulates circulation in the arms, shoulders, and back, increasing the blood flow that nourishes joints, tendons, and muscles. This increased irrigation accelerates tissue repair and promotes joint lubrication, which explains why many older adults report less pain, more lightness, and a feeling of release after practicing it. But perhaps the most powerful benefit is its impact on functional longevity. Improving grip strength and shoulder stability is associated with greater independence, better balance, increased ability to carry objects, open jars, hold bags, and perform daily activities with ease. The passive hang is, in essence, an exercise that rebuilds the functionality of the body from the center of human strength, the hands. It is accessible, can be done at home, and requires just a few seconds a day, but its effects accumulate like a long-term investment in health, mobility, and life. It is a silent exercise, but with a power that science can no longer ignore. Exercise 3. Isometric plank. The isometric plank is considered by multiple biomechanics specialists to be the king exercise for simultaneously activating the deep abdomen, glutes, lower back, shoulders, and the entire network of stabilizing muscles of the body. Unlike traditional sit-ups, which can generate lumbar compression, shorten hip flexors, and produce pain, the plank activates the deep core safely and in a controlled manner, strengthening key structures such as the transverse abdominis, internal obliques, diaphragm, multifidus, and the pelvic floor. This combined activation creates a natural belt that stabilizes the spine and reduces stress on the intervertebral discs. Studies from the Spine Biomechanics Lab and analyses by Dr. Stuart McGill, a world authority on spinal health, have shown that isometric exercises like the plank generate a significant increase in endurance and lumbar stability without the mechanical risks of traditional flexion exercises. For older adults, and generally for anyone with chronic lower back pain, the plank is an invaluable resource. It reduces morning stiffness, improves postural control, and increases the ability to perform daily movements without discomfort, such as bending, twisting, lifting weight, or walking long distances. Additionally, the plank also has a direct impact on balance and fall prevention, since it strengthens the body's center of gravity, improves proprioception, and makes every step and every change of direction more stable and secure. The most fascinating thing is that this seemingly simple posture triggers a deeply beneficial neuromuscular response for longevity and mobility at any age. Sustained isometric contraction increases intermuscular coordination, improves the efficiency of the central nervous system, and optimizes force transfer between the upper and lower body. This means that those who practice the plank regularly not only develop a firmer abdomen, but a body that functions better as a unit. Studies published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research have shown that the plank increases lumbopelvic stability, reduces the incidence of sports injuries, and improves gait mechanics in older adults. It has also been observed that it maintains intervertebral disc health by improving hydration and load distribution, and that it protects the spine against twisting, compression, or unexpected impacts. Additionally, it plays a key role in posture, by strengthening the muscles that maintain a neutral spine, especially the deep muscles that are not activated in common dynamic exercises. The plank corrects rounded shoulders, eliminates the hunch associated with age, decreases pressure on the neck, and allows for more efficient breathing thanks to the coordinated work of the diaphragm. For older adults, this translates into walking more upright, breathing with less effort, sleeping better, reducing cervical pain, and moving with a renewed sense of core strength. In short, the isometric plank is one of the most complete exercises to rejuvenate the body from the center, relieve pain, improve posture, and maintain a strong, stable, and functional spine throughout all stages of life. Exercise 4. Isometric deep squat. The isometric deep squat, also known as the deep squat hold or ancestral resting squat, is one of the most complete postures for rejuvenating joints and restoring the body's natural mobility. Before the era of chairs, human beings spent a large part of the day in this position. They ate, worked, rested, and even socialized from a deep squat, which kept their hips, ankles, and knees loose, stable, and functional. Over the years, and especially after age 40 or 50, the loss of this natural ability translates into stiffness, muscle shortening, lower back pain, walking limitations, and difficulties climbing stairs. Scientific evidence confirms that maintaining a deep squat isometrically activates more than 20 key muscles simultaneously, including the gluteus maximus and medius, quadriceps, hamstrings, tibialis anterior, soleus, spinal erectors, and deep core muscles. This combined activation not only increases strength but restores mobility to the joints of the lower chain by improving synovial lubrication, reducing patellofemoral compression, and promoting a more natural alignment of the spine. Studies in the Journal of Human Kinetics and Clinical Biomechanics have shown that the deep squat posture improves hip and ankle range of motion, optimizes pelvic stability, and strengthens the connective tissues surrounding the knee. For older adults, this posture offers extraordinary benefits. It reduces morning stiffness, decreases the risk of falls by improving ankle dorsiflexion, strengthens the glutes, the most important muscle for functional longevity, and restores essential movement patterns such as standing up, bending down, or picking objects up from the floor without pain. Beyond mobility, the isometric deep squat has a direct impact on the body's global biomechanics and on the prevention of injuries associated with aging. By holding this posture, the body learns to distribute loads more efficiently through the hips rather than the lower back, something especially important for those who suffer from chronic low back pain. Research from the Spine Research Center at the University of Waterloo has shown that greater depth in the squat, when practiced in a controlled and isometric manner, reduces tension in the spine and improves the activation of the stabilizing core, protecting the lower back during daily activities. In addition, the deep squat stimulates the natural elongation of the hip flexors, one of the muscle groups that shortens the most with age due to excessive hours of sitting. As these muscles recover their functional length, lower back pain is relieved, posture improves, and compensatory patterns that create overload in the knees and ankles are corrected. Another key benefit is the improvement of balance and proprioception. By holding the posture, the nervous system refines its ability to locate the body in space, making walking, turning, or changing direction safer and more stable. Various analyses in older adult populations have shown that those who practice deep squats, even in assisted or supported versions, develop greater bone density in the legs and pelvis, better motor control, and greater functional autonomy. In summary, this ancestral posture not only restores mobility and flexibility lost over the years, but reactivates the body's natural motor intelligence, rejuvenates the joints, and strengthens the musculoskeletal system from its foundations, making it one of the most powerful exercises to maintain a young, free, and mobile body after age 60. Exercise 5. Hollow body position. The hollow body position, known in English as the hollow body hold, is considered by physical therapists, strength coaches, and biomechanics specialists as one of the most effective exercises for activating the deep core and building an almost shielded central stability. Unlike traditional sit-ups, which generate repetitive spinal flexion and can increase pressure on the intervertebral discs, the hollow body position trains the stabilizing musculature without compromising spinal health. In this posture, the transverse abdominis, the deepest core muscle and one of the main protectors of the lumbar spine, is activated in a sustained way along with the obliques, rectus abdominis, diaphragm, and pelvic floor. This combined activation forms a natural corset that keeps the spine in a neutral position, reduces the risk of injuries, and improves postural control. Studies published in the Journal of Orthopedics show that the isometric activation of the deep core increases lumbar stability by 30% and significantly reduces the incidence of chronic low back pain. In addition, the hollow body position improves the efficiency of the nervous system in coordinating abdominal muscles with hip stabilizing muscles, something essential for maintaining balance, preventing falls, and optimizing daily movements such as standing up, turning, carrying objects, or walking on uneven surfaces. For older adults, this exercise represents a safe bridge toward a more stable spine, a more upright posture, and a strong body center that supports every movement with greater ease and less pain. But beyond stability, the hollow body position triggers neuromuscular and biomechanical adaptations that transform movement quality at any age. By maintaining the posture, the body trains its ability to generate internal tension without relying on large movements, which develops functional strength, improves core endurance, and increases dynamic trunk stiffness, key for protecting the spine during impact or rotational activities. Research in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research indicates that people who practice core isometrics such as the hollow body improve their static and dynamic balance by more than 25%, thanks to greater activation of the deep stabilizers of the hips and pelvis. In addition, this exercise promotes rib and pelvic alignment, correcting lumbar hyperlordosis, a very common condition in older adults and sedentary individuals, and restoring harmony to the breathing pattern. The coordinated work between the diaphragm and abdominal musculature improves lung capacity, stabilizes the rib cage, and reduces cervical tension associated with shallow breathing. At the joint level, it strengthens the lumbopelvic junction, reduces stress on the sacrum and hips, and optimizes the transfer of force between the upper and lower body, which translates into walking more fluidly, standing more firmly, and moving with safety in daily life. This posture also awakens proprioception, the body's ability to sense itself in space, rejuvenating motor coordination lost with age. In essence, the hollow body is an exercise that trains the body from its center, reinforces the spine from within, and builds a foundation of stability and balance that not only improves current mobility but protects independence and quality of life in the decades to come. Isometric exercises for older adults have become one of the most valuable tools for strengthening the body without impact and without risk, being recommended by physical therapists, geriatricians, longevity specialists, and experts in physical performance. Their main advantage is that they strengthen the muscles without generating joint movement, which prevents friction, wear, and micro-injuries that can appear with traditional exercises such as push-ups, jumps, or weightlifting. At the muscular level, isometric contractions recruit type I and type II fibers simultaneously, increase intramuscular tension, and stimulate adaptations that improve strength, endurance, and the protection of soft tissues. Studies published in the Journal of Applied Physiology have shown that isometric exercises increase fascia density and stability, improve tendon stiffness, key for safer movement, and activate the stabilizing musculature that prevents injuries. In addition, these postures generate a very relevant bone stimulus. The sustained tension that travels through bones and joints promotes osteogenesis, helping improve bone mineral density and reducing the risk of osteopenia and osteoporosis, two common conditions after age 60. Another notable benefit is their ability to reduce joint pain. Research in the field of physical therapy indicates that isometric contractions decrease pain perception thanks to a phenomenon called descending cortical inhibition, where the brain reduces pain sensitivity after a few seconds of controlled tension. This makes exercises such as the wall sit, the hollow body hold, or the passive hang powerful allies for those suffering from knee pain, lower back pain, hip stiffness, or shoulder discomfort. Together, these exercises improve overall mobility, correct posture, strengthen balance, and significantly reduce the risk of falls, one of the greatest dangers to physical health after age 60. Integrating these 5 isometric exercises into a longevity routine is a simple, safe, and extremely effective strategy for people over 60. No weights, machines, specialized equipment, or prior experience are needed, only body weight and a few minutes per week to awaken muscles that tend to atrophy with age. The general recommendation is to perform them 3 times a week, holding each posture between 20 and 60 seconds depending on personal level. The key is not brute strength but breathing. Inhale slowly, exhale deeply, and allow the body to find stability within the effort. Over time, the seconds can be progressively increased, which improves cardiovascular capacity, increases tolerance to effort, and strengthens the stabilizing musculature that protects knees, hips, and spine. Consistency is more important than intensity. Even holding these postures for 10 or 15 seconds is enough to begin awakening dormant muscle fibers, improving proprioception, and restoring mobility to stiff joints. The benefits accumulate quickly: more energy during the day, better balance while walking, less lower back pain, greater firmness in legs and glutes, and a tangible increase in confidence when moving. With just a few minutes a day, these exercises become a complete training plan to improve strength, flexibility, stability, and quality of life without risk of injury. Keywords such as isometric exercises for longevity, no-impact exercises, safe exercises for older adults, how to strengthen the body after 60, exercises for knee pain and lower back pain perfectly describe the scope and real impact of this routine. The science behind stillness is one of the most fascinating aspects of isometric exercises. At first glance they seem static postures, but internally a complex and deeply beneficial process is triggered for the body and mind. During a sustained isometric contraction, deep muscle fibers that are normally not recruited during dynamic exercises become activated. Controlled stiffness of the core and joints increases, which improves body stability, and the neuromuscular connection is strengthened, refining coordination and reducing faulty movement patterns. This sustained tension improves mental tolerance to effort, training internal discipline, concentration, and the ability to maintain control under conditions of physical stress. In addition, isometric stillness rejuvenates intervertebral discs by promoting their hydration, improves alignment of hips and spine, and promotes a more efficient breathing pattern. Scientifically, it is known that isometrics increase the production of anabolic factors, improve local circulation, and stimulate a beneficial cardiovascular response that raises blood pressure in a controlled manner, thus strengthening the cardiovascular system, especially in older adults. Every second you hold a posture, whether a plank, a wall sit, the hollow body position, or a passive hang, is a second in which your musculoskeletal system becomes stronger, your joints more stable, and your mind more resilient. Stillness is not inactivity, it is a powerful way to retrain the body from within and regain the vitality lost over time. If you made it this far, you already know that you don't need hours at the gym or complicated movements to regain strength, mobility, and a youthful body. Just a few minutes of intelligent stillness can transform your health after 60. So now it's your turn. Start today, try these 5 postures, and feel the difference from the first week. And if you want more safe routines, exercises for pain, and longevity tips, subscribe, give this video a like, and share so more people can discover the power of isometric exercises. Your future body will thank you. Your body and your health will thank you. Thank you for watching this video and see you soon.